Hey guys, what's going on? Everybody hang tight. You know I need a couple of minutes to get everything into motion, so just hold on. Tonight's going to be about an hour and a half discussion on this entire situation. I have to put out the social media pieces, guys. I know this is weird. Why isn't this on Empress Now's channel? This particular topic at hand is going to be on the EMP channel. Like I said, it's not that we don't stream on the EMP channel, it's just that it will be very rare, and when we do, we try to keep it relatively try to maintain make it relatively like within its range. Unfortunately, this won't be a restreamed stream. This is a YouTube exclusive, and it will not be on Facebook as either. I just want to kind of keep this to what it is. So there won't be a restream. It's for YouTube only, so that I can leave it on the archive. So sorry for those who can't be there. Yes, 4Gamers. Oh, wait a minute. Can anyone else hear? Let me take a look at something. I want to make sure. Yeah, I'm speaking, so everyone should hear. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Everyone can hear me. Just type 1 into the chat if you guys can. Give me a moment. Let me get this thing up here. I gotta go out there and I gotta also like put out the tweet, and I gotta put it on hashtag and all this other stuff. I'll have this on my YouTube later. No, on my Facebook later. Okay, so you guys can't hear me. Perfect. All right, give me a second, guys. Let me get this address here. Sure. I want to ask you guys a question. I need another thing for you guys. Is the music too loud? Please let me know if the music is too loud. I'll turn it down. Well, Pixel Hydra, I'm glad you have your opinion. I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to speak on this. We're going to have a big conversation about this. It's good. Little, not on my end. Mad Monkey, what's going on? I could hear you over the music, but should I turn the music down more, guys? Music not loud. Okay, cool. All right. No, it's perfectly fine. Excellent. All right. I am in the Discord room. We have Wes, we have everyone. I just got to put out the tweet now and the other social media pieces, and we should be good. Oops, I forgot to get the URL address. All right, let me just put the URL address in there first, real quick. So it's in there. Let me get this thumbnail. Turn it down. All right. All right. I'm going to let me tag some people. Oh wow, he can't be? That sucks. Alright, well, I did what I could. You know, Joe Biden can't be tagged for anything. Oh well. Alright, so I'm going to... The tweet is officially out, everyone. We're 5 minutes in. We have about 5 more minutes. I'm going to put the tweet in this... Let me go to the live dashboard for a second. Let me pop out this chat, because I'm just going to keep the chat on the side. And we're almost here to start. Sting, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Alright guys, I put a tweet in the chat, that link. If you guys can do me a favor, hit that retweet and that like for me, greatly appreciated. When are we having stream nights regularly with the squad? Well, after the stream we go back to Empress Styles channel, and we're gonna have like a chill, not a really chill stream, but we're gonna be playing on like Smash and stuff like that, and there's a community issue that we have to address. But for right now, I want to really tackle this thing. So we'll be ready in about 3.5 minutes. Going 10 minutes in, we'll start. All right. Let me go over here. Let me put this on Hashtiv, and once I get this on Hashtiv, ready to go. I'm surprised that we don't have everyone in the Discord in here. We have a couple of people inside the Discord room, because I want to get some actual open topic. Everyone now streaming, please come into the community hall. All right, here we go. All right, about 2 more minutes, guys, and we're ready to go. I pretty much posted on my social media stuff, so yeah, we're out there on Hashtiv and Twitter. So it's 8 minutes in. I'll give it 2 more minutes before we actually start. Oops, something came up on my side, guys. Let me just deal with this real quick. I just gotta resend someone something. No. One minute. Okay, we have a couple of people in here. Let me tag this guy Sahil. Oh, wow. One moment, guys. Wow, that's a wowzers. I gotta go grab something, guys. Just hang on 1 second. I'll try to start 1 minute behind. This is crazy. I just noticed this. It's because I haven't streamed on the channel for so long. I forgot about this. No, we just gotta go to her last stream. Yeah, this is it. I'll scroll down here. That's just this is an unfortunate situation. I forgot to actually, they deleted this from my my thing, so this is just unfortunate. Let me see something. All right, so I guess you'll just have to use this for right now, Triforce. You don't have a choice because you're already now 2 minutes behind. Alright, so let's see if it saves now. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, we have to start anyway. So, yes, I guess I'll record this. Let's record this. Just because what I probably want to re-upload, and if things get a little bit too wild and heated, I want to be able to kind of like edit it. So we'll have a non-edited, and then we'll have a full version. So we're going to start recording right now. Welcome everyone. Thank you guys for joining us. Welcome back to the Empire Arcadia channel for this exclusive stream that I'm having right now. And this stream is really just gonna, it's just to really talk about like this topic a lot of people don't think that is necessary, and I really want to get some of you guys like insight on this whole matter. So let's get into this. The gamer's choice, strictly straight into it. Who's a better option from the Democratic side? Now we have, you know, Andrew Yang. You know, he's offering $12,000 universal basic income for 4 years to every single person 18 till death who is a United States citizen. And his stance is that games are intrinsic to the human experience. And then we have Joe Biden. Now we know Joe Biden is from the Obama administration, and they ran 8 years. And pretty much Joe Biden coming back would give us 4 more years of the Obama administration, from as far as I'm concerned, which we'll go over that. And he had there was a comment he made not too long ago, and a lot of people they've gone wild on the comment, and I decided to look it up myself. And once again, we live in this hyperbolic age where everyone just takes things way out of context. But we'll address that context for the most part. But he pretty much says, you know, etc., leading to games to teach you how to kill people. I will address the full comment so it can put it into context. But I want to get this conversation started straight up. So let's get to it. Between everyone that's in the YouTube room, who would you guys pick? Andrew Yang and Joe Biden. I just want to see a show of hands first. Who would pick up an thing? Just notice you're on the main channel. Yeah, this is Jarian. This is for the main channel. We're on the Empire Arcadia channel for this one. Trust me, it's not going to be a lot of these. It's going to be rare that we just come on that channel for a stream like this. It has to be like real engaging topics. It can't be just some free for all or whatever. That we go to Empress Now's channel and we chill on there for that. But like when we're talking about stuff like this, is important. Okay, so here we got Sting is saying Yang, United Explosive says Yang, Smasher Andrew, no, a Jumper says Yang, Slam Jam says Yang, Chad says Bernie, Mocat says Yang, David says Yang, Tempest says Yang. It's Smasher, you already said already, so I can't say anything to you. Sam L. Jackson, thank you for the donation, man. Yippee. Yippee Kai Yay. Madap. No, let's stop. All right, so it says, what's the second channel called? The second channel is called Empress Nile, EMPR3 SS Nile. If you look in our description, you should see a copy to the channel. I actually just in case anyone asks for it, I'll write it here in the give me one moment, guys. Hang on to that, just in case anybody actually asks for this later on. I don't have to keep saying it. Anyone who answers it, I'll just copy and paste onto it so that you guys can see for yourself. All right, so look, if you're wondering what the second channel is, is what we're gonna always be on, you guys can go to that link. Please subscribe. Help my wife reach 1,000 views. She's at 947 right now, so hopefully if we can get her at 1,000 in the next couple of days, that would be great. Plus all of our Valkyrie content for all of our girls that's in EMP is always on her channel. This channel is focused mainly for the team and things that's in esports and the esports industry and community. Okay, so let's get back to this. West says West for president. Basil says Andrew Yang. Good guy Hello says I choose Andrew. He has a clear plan. He's optimistic and he stands by everything he says. Okay, Yang Gang is in here. Falls Green. Mad Monkey says Yang. Azer says Yang. By the way, this is Mohammed from the Discord. Hey, what's going on, Mohammed? All right, so I wish there was a little bit more of an opposition to this, where there was a difference of opinion. Most of you guys say Andrew. So is there anyone who outside of Chad who picked Bernie who will go for Biden, or anyone else other than Yang? I'd like to get everybody, I would like to get some opposition here. And guys in the Discord like Wes, you can unmute your mic, and same thing for you, Unicorn Gundam. Unmute your mic because I actually want to hear some of these guys talking. United Exposer says nope. Yang definitely. So no opposers. Wow, guys kind of make this part of a thing. Okay, so here's my thing, right? Before we get in, I'm gonna eventually give you guys my take on who I would pick or who's a better option or whatever. And then I'm going to give you guys the reasons why, because notice how this is called the gamer's choice, and a lot of people don't understand what I mean by the gamer's choice. Why am I calling this the gamer's choice? Because what I'm talking about is which presidential candidate is best for gamers. I'm not talking about the country or any other stuff. I'm talking about for us gamers. I'm not really into the politics because I understand the nature of true politics and what goes on in the world. And if you guys think we have any real say in any of this, somebody here is living in the video game realm, and it is not me. Good guy says, to be honest, Bernie isn't bad, but he ain't making past 4 years. Wow, that's kind of harsh. Tempest says, why would anyone vote for anyone other than Yang unless they just don't know about him? Well, that's what we're going to discuss. So, okay. One.
Yang.
Oh, hey, there we go. Who's that?
Monkey.
Hey, Monkey, what's going on? Okay. So, I'm over here trying to get everybody to, trying to see who else would pick other than Yang. But let's talk about this, how we look at this from a standpoint. You guys are aware that in the esports or the gaming community, from an industry standpoint, right? All industries need to be capitalized, meaning you have to infuse money into a particular industry if you want it to start strong. Personally, the reason why I pick Yang is one, and this is going to come off real weird to you guys. He does not attack Donald Trump. He doesn't get into that nonsense. It's literally nonsense. For literally a century, politicians just and candidates just attack other candidates, and they never address the actual issue that the country is going to, that the people need a solution for. Andrew Yang is, I would put it like this. I don't care if you want to call him dishonest or whatever. Like, this is in my opinion, one of the most stupidest things to ever. Look, right? None of these people, none of them, none, not ever one, no Honest George or Gabe or Abe or whoever. None of these people are honest. The world that they live in terms of politics, they cannot be honest. It's not possible for them to actually be honest. It requires them to bend here, squeeze there, fib here, go hard there, and depending on their situation and environment, they can't force certain things. So because of that, if you ever expect the president to promise you anything, you've lost your mind. Can you guys tell me a time there was a president that even gave you 40% of what he's promised? Just 40. You don't even need half. 40. None. Because special interests, lobbies, and other people with money determine what they do because they fund them. And that's just how it is. So, when I look at this situation, I look at Andrew Yang is not talking about all of this nonsense going on with the Democrats, the impeachment, how he doesn't like Donald Trump, and he doesn't have nothing negative to say about Donald Trump. You know, so it's also funny, he has nothing negative to say about any of the Republicans. He has nothing negative to say about any of the Democrats. He's literally just like, the country is in trouble, the people are suffering, we need to help the people and get them out of this. Yeah, but what do you think about Donald Trump? The country is in trouble, the people are suffering, and we need to help get the people out of this. Yeah, but like, you're not answering my question because your question is irrelevant. His personal opinion about Donald Trump does not solve the problems of the country, which is why he does not give an opinion on it. And to be very honest with you, me personally, I'm tired of hearing the Democrats argue. First of all, anyone who goes, yeah, but Trump was a Democrat. Look, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm neither of those guys. And the reason why I say I'm neither of those guys is because the United States is a republic. So I don't understand what you guys are talking about, Democrats. The country is a republic. It says, for a republic for which it stands. It stands as a republic. So I don't understand where Democrats come from. And I don't care where it came from. I don't want to know. I don't want to be educated. I don't care. Right? I don't even care that Andrew Yang is a Democrat. Me personally, I'm looking for solutions. Andrew Yang has a very sound solution. $12,000 for every single American in the country, which a lot of people are going to argue that, and I wish whoever actually wants to argue that, anyone in this room that actually wants to argue the $12,000 UBI, let me know. I will let you in the room because I want to hear your point of view as to why you think the UBI will not work. So let me look into the room.
My thing is, whoever wants to argue that, I can have the 1,200.
He said, all right, I respect that. Wait a minute, let me take a look here. What just happened here? Okay.
I say something I found a little bit strange, and
yeah,
mind you, this isn't. I don't know if it's just because he had gone down a little bit in popularity, if by chance the story was going around or not, about his his wife apparently going to a professional doctor and a possible accusation about that doctor doing something to her. I'm not sure if that was done in ill will, trying to gain more traction on his side, but that was a little bit of a strange thing.
But see, this is what I'm talking about, and this is exactly why I don't like politics. What does that have to do with solving the problem of America? Who cares? That's a distraction. I don't care. Like, at the end of the day, he's providing a solution. He's providing a solution that can help the people. People go, money, you can't throw money at every problem. Well, they do it for war. They do it for war. 17 trillion, 20 years in war. and that clearly hasn't solved anything. It's just perpetual war. So we can't throw $2 trillion at the people for 4 years. You can give 17 trillion over 20 years for perpetual war, but you can't throw 2 trillion to the peoples. The peoples can't get that for 4 years. We can't get that. Why? They bail out the banks. They bail out the military industrial complex, but you can't bail the people out. I don't understand this. So like, I don't care what Andrew Yang does in his private life with his wife and whatever. That's like what Trump does in his private life. I don't care. No one who really cares about what these people do in their private life. Did anyone really care about Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton? I sure didn't. Why would I be thinking about another man getting his joint rocked off by a girl? Like, what is that? Who cares? That got nothing to do with the country. And this is the same thing I'm talking about. What does whatever little water propaganda, who cares? What is the solution? The people out here is hungry. People's stomachs is touching in these streets, in these hard brick city streets, which is actually streets. What? So it's got nothing to do with anything. I don't care about the impeachment. First of all, the whole impeachment thing is stupid because Trump's at re-election time. Why are we wasting time with this? Like, okay, why don't the Democrats unite, find someone that they know that's going to beat Donald Trump, push against that, let's get him out of office. They're spending millions of tax dollars from the people in their own country to hold this stupid thing that's like Trump may not even be reelected because of the move he just did to Iran. Like, so what's the point of that? And this is the problem. The people get so distracted by these things that got nothing to do with anything. Like, okay, and they go, oh, it's our constitutional right. No, you're just salty. And I don't even like the Republicans, but and I'm not even Democrat, but as a objective point of view, I'm like, I understand you want to exercise your constitutional right and blah blah blah, but like, it literally is pointless. Like, if the Democrats just focus on the campaign, they can literally just beat Trump out of office. They can actually beat him because some of the things Trump has done to actually kind of hurt himself. He's actually hurt his chances. This last move to what some people would say is to try to keep him in office by starting war with Iran, because you can't impeach a president who's in war. All of that type of nonsense. But like, if we just focus on that, then I don't see what the problem is. We can just move on. Now, let's get to the point about like the gamer stuff. $12,000 a year. No, that means all of these side scrub corporations and companies that have been literally sitting here using gamers and putting them in a position to be used because they need the money to go to these tournaments. No. A gamer can have a 9-to-5 job, go to school, or have a full-time job, do the full 9 to 5, and go to school and still have money, disposable income that they can literally invest in the growing esports industry. This means millions of Americans can now afford to go to tournaments. That money that they're paying to go into these tournaments funds the esports economic system. This will literally, you know what esports will do for the country economically? This will be nuts. I'm kind of sad that Andrew Yang likes video games and stuff like that, but he's not looking at it from that point of view. Like, esports, the video game industry as a whole, just gamers having the money, because one of the biggest problems is we're going to give them the money and they're not going to spend it. BS. That's nonsense. We're going to spend the money. Cut this nonsense out. We are going to spend the money. I'm sorry, I don't want to make this a race thing, but if everyone else won't spend the money, black people will spend the money. Best believe that. We'll spend the money. You give us that $12K a year, we got you. What you trying to sell? Hook us up. What we got going right now? We got that new PS5 jumping off. We got the Nintendo Switch Pro. I'm trying to get that flat screen 72-inch bendable TV. I'm trying to get the stereo system. I'm trying to get the Racer XS, the Puma sneakers, the chairs, you name it. I need the new jerseys. Players, people who are running esports streams, teams, organizations, brands. We got to fund that. We need the capital. This is a capital infusion that will literally supercharged the entire esports. People got student loans they trying to pay off. Dudes got debt they trying to pay off. Dudes just trying to use up that 12K to get out of problems. People need new cars. The car industry just go. Man, I don't understand how this is such. Where is this whole thing where like, oh yeah, but like where are we gonna? But okay, Triforce, yeah, that's cool that you're gonna spend the money, but where are you gonna get the money from? Print it. Yeah, but it's gonna hyperinflate. Oh, you mean the same way that we're printing the money to pay the military-industrial complex 17 trillion in debt for 20 years of war? Is no one complaining about that? So I'm like, okay, keep printing it. Trump is talking about, hey, can we get negative interest? Negative interest? Okay, you gonna get that negative interest? Can we get that 12K a year? I'm with that. Hold on. Yeah, we buy the... I'm not even gonna read that. Okay. So, Bernie... okay, I'm not gonna read that. So I don't understand how this is like every single gamer. I've never voted in my life. I'm 42. I have never voted in my life. And I didn't even vote for Barack Obama. Yup, I didn't vote for him because I was like, no, we'll just see what happens. Well, I have a different stance on the whole thing. My stance is that like, it doesn't matter who you vote for, you're not going to get what you promised. So now people are like, then you're a hypocrite. So why are you voting for Andrew Yang? And my stance is that because Andrew Yang has clearly defined what he wants to give the people. He's like, I'm going to give you money. Okay, if you're going to give me money, it's not guaranteed you're going to give us the money, but I'll put my vote on that because he says he's going to give it to us. So he gets in office, we're going to hold him to that. He don't give us that money, we got a problem. So that's my thing. The call on all Democrats.
Yo, you know it's gonna be crazy. It's
what?
Tough. It's gonna be really tough for people, for him to like get voted, and then him to squander his way on. Basically, him weasel his way out of not giving.
No, there's no way he'd be doomed. He'd get impeached. He'd get impeached.
Look, literally, that's like the highlight of his campaign that people.
Yeah, he does that. He's if he doesn't follow through with his thing as a president, he will literally, and I mean literally, commit political suicide. He will literally kill himself. So there's no.
He knows he better follow through with that. At least that.
Yeah, and Mr. Blue, yes, this will be my first time voting ever, and that's kind of sad because people are like, damn, you didn't even vote for the black man. I was like, it's a black man, but the minority 1% controlling him. Like, come on, man. Any black person who ever thought Obama was for the people, something's wrong with you people. Like I said, I love video games, but I know what world I live in. I'm aware of what world I live in. All right, so like we could cut this out. I'm not gonna sit here and dump on my man Obama. But let's keep it a buck. Like, Obama ain't do nothing for black people. All right, he cool and all, but he ain't doing nothing for us. And if anything, I didn't like the fact that he went over there and got the U.S. involved in Libya, and now our people are over there being sold as slaves and all type. They destabilized that region. They got Gaddafi killed for no reason, talking about he's a terrorist and this and all this other nonsense. And like I said. I don't care. I don't even blame Obama on that because it's not Obama who makes those calls. People don't understand. Like even a situation with this guy Soleimani from Iran. If you guys really believe Trump is the one who made the call on that, like he was not influenced by, you guys need to play more Call of Duty Black Ops. Real talk. Y'all really need to play more Call of Duty Black Ops. There's no conspiracy theory here. I voted, but the person I voted for wiped down the servers with Kleenex. All right, so let me read some of these comments in here. Obama is a puppet on all presidents are puppets on strings. The only ones who are not puppets on strings, the ones that don't have strings attached, have a bullet in their head. Yeah, they got shot. They got a bullet in their head for their problems. If Andrew said he would be Biden's VP, if that happened, the UBI is not going to happen. Yes, but then we hold Biden to that. Now, let's pause here and let's switch over to Biden. So here's my stance on Biden. I actually think the greatest combo for America right now, for all of America's problems, both foreign and domestic, is Biden and Yang. Now you guys are like, Biden and Yang? Why would you pick Biden, Triforce? You guys don't understand the foreign dump hole that we are in right now. And not for nothing, I'm just calling it what it is. Andrew Yang has no foreign affair experience. He's going to need someone with foreign affairs experience to get us out of the hole. And in order for that to happen, guess who can make that happen? Joe Biden. To be very honest with you, no one on the Republican side. The only other person is Tulsi Gabbard. So her and Bernie could work, but Bernie is my problem. First year dual presidents, maybe. Bernie is a problem for me. Now people say, but Triforce, why wouldn't you pick Bernie? Because it took Bernie all but 3 seconds to say he would not give reparations to black people. And I don't want to hear anyone say, no, he never. I watched the interview myself. I don't want to hear it. You're not going to convince me. I seen it myself. I said, wow, 3 seconds. Took you 3 seconds for that. We helped you build a country. Well, not him, but we helped build this country. And it took you 3 seconds to say black people can't get reparations. Our Native American brothers can get it. The Jews can get it. But we can't. Yeah, all right. Nah, you're finished, dogs. Like, you're done. Like, in my book, you're done. Finished. Finito. There's no forgiveness. All but 3 seconds, my brother? All right, I got you, dogs. Peace. Like, we ain't with it. I don't know about you other people. I wanted to, like for black people, I don't even see how black people even voting for Bernie. My man said no reparations. Like, that's crazy. And see, and here's the funny part. Although Andrew Yang, when they asked Andrew Yang the question for reparations, you know what Andrew Yang's statement was? He says, although it is unlikely black people will get reparations in the country, I would fight to see that they get it, because we cannot sit here and say black people did not help build this country. That was an honest answer. He can't promise us it, but he would try to fight for it. I can take that. But to say no off rip, you bugging. What? What, you stupid? Nah, you lost your mind. You've lost your mind. You have lost your ill-gotten mind. Like, nah, B. And then when you really look at it, let's keep this real. UBI is really reparations. Let's keep it $1 trillion. Because that's how much it's going to cost. The only difference is black people don't get the entire $2 trillion to themselves. It's shared for all the people in America. And you know something? If I had to make a choice between UBI or direct reparations, black people getting a one-time payout reparation, I don't trust my own people to invest that money properly. I prefer our people get it in a group setting. Because it's more, let's say we do mess up, there's a rest of the American people that can make up for us messing up. Now, so Triforce, you think we're messing? Hey, listen, I'm not God. And people make a lot of stupid decisions. People, not a person, people. So where I made, what I would do with my $12,000 UBI, I invest it directly into EMP. I take care of my players. Off rip. 4 years, $12K a piece. We out of here, B. That's almost $50K. That's all that's straight into EMP. My players get taken care of. Done. Off top. So I already know what I'm going to do with it. Right? And the players will have theirs on top of it. So that helps overall. But that doesn't mean other people will do that. Other people will be like, nah, B, that's for me. I'm not a sneaker guy. I'm not a whatever. Hold on. For the stated average says, and now a word from our sponsors. Check your Facebook messages. I'm voting for Trump. Oh my goodness. So stated average is voting for Trump. I see you, but you ain't gonna win that, dogs.
Disgusting.
You have. If I have any, oh my God! Now yo, dogs. I deleted. Hold on, everybody, pause for a second. This is a bad time for you to send me this. Let me check my no. Okay, it's not there. Let me check the other. No, I didn't open it up. 1 second. And I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Hold on for a second. And you do this during the time I'm actually streaming. Currently, right now, B, I actually I don't have it. I don't have the promo code, so I don't know what I can do for you. I'm checking the email right now to see if there is one, and if there is one, I will send it to you. Give me 1 second, and I apologize everyone to stopping my this conversation for this, but a sponsor of ours, a community sponsor of ours, is trying to help us out with something right now. So give me 1 second, and see, and like I can stop what they call me again on stream, an e-beggar. I can stop this quote-unquote e-begging. All right. Please, let's hope that you did not delete the trash. Please tell me you didn't delete the trash. Yes, I didn't. Oh, okay. I got it, but I don't know if it will work. I don't know if it will work, dogs, but you could try it. So I don't know if it will work, but you can definitely try this. But it had ended 2 nights ago, so try that promo code. All right, back to the stream. So let's see what we have here. I don't know. Andrew's just so different from the others, and he's really likable. The reason why he's really likable because he doesn't spew the same toxic rhetoric as all of his running mates. He doesn't do it. He just focuses on the issues at hand, and he's consistent about it. That's another thing I like about Andrew Yang. He's consistent. He's not going to say A now and then turn around and say B. You ever notice something? He's so consistent, it is annoying. Like literally every show he goes on, he says the same line over and over and over and over again. And people have that as a problem. I'm like, I don't see how that's a problem. That means the man is consistent and he's sticking to what he says he's gonna do, and he's not gonna change from that. That's an actual good thing. I don't see how that is a bad thing at all.
I think he's also the only candidate who's built up his campaign without ever once talking down about another competitor.
Yes, it's true. He doesn't.
So he exudes positivity and good feel.
And America needs that right now, because I don't know about the rest of you Americans out there, but America is the most hated country on earth right now. I wonder, you know something so funny? I wonder if America knows this. I wonder if America knows that the country is not liked globally. It's literally hated.
We do know this. Some people don't. Some people are in massive denial because they're like, oh, we're saviors, but no, we know that.
No, like bringing freedom to countries means death to people. Like literally means death. You talk about I'm bringing freedom to your country, people start crying because they know it means you're gonna die, and it's like that's crazy. If
people in those countries want freedom, they have just as much power as the people in every other country to start their own revolution and
get it themselves
on their own terms, and they just need to be left alone to do it.
Yep. Oh, what am I doing? So Mike Lowry is saying, screw Bernie. I'm like, okay. It's only okay. Well, you have to talk up for a second, Wes.
I said either you leave them alone or they're aided properly, not the way we do it.
Now, someone asked a question. I don't know if this is a troll question, but I'm going to answer it as a serious question. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt that you're not trolling. Now you ask, does even white people get the 12,000 a year to UBI? The answer is yes. Every single American, rich and poor, everyone, Elon Musk gets it as well. Now you maybe got, what is Elon Musk going to do with that money? And this question was asked to
what he's been doing.
Giving it away. So they asked Andrew Yang, so why are you giving the money to Elon Musk? He doesn't need it. And what Andrew Yang said is that Elon Musk is going to get taxed harder for getting the money because he's a billionaire. And you know what Elon Musk says, who actually backs Andrew Yang's campaign? He says he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Andrew Yang wants to make it, that's why it's called universal. It's a universal basic income for everyone. That means everyone gets taken care of. And I rather everyone gets taken care of than any one set of people is taken care of. I just think it's just fair that way. Everyone gets taken care of. Yes, do some people need it? No. Some people it's just there. but then at the same time, there are others that need it, and we can't be sitting here worrying about who's getting. Like, it's all that matters is that everyone gets. Having a green eye because other people are getting because they don't need it, that doesn't hurt them. They're gonna always be wealthy. They're gonna always be secured.
People don't understand that extra bit of money go a long way for somebody who needs that extra bit of money to, like, say it's a file-led company.
Give me a second. Let me read this. Do you think any of the candidates will push for educational video games in the school system in some capacity? Andrew Yang, if you look at what he said, he supports gaming. So he feels it's eccentric to people. So like, without really going into the details, he actually says it. Time out. We got another donation stated. Says, and now another commercial break from our sponsors. Click the pics I sent you. I reordered the product at the shoe and got it for less. PS Anna, me voting for Trump was a joke. Okay, so Anna, looks like I'm going to send you the thing. He reordered it. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm going to send it to you right now, Anna. So check. I'm going to slide in your DMs for a second. All right, he said he got it for less. Let me see how much he got it for. Oh, wow, they gave you a discount for that? That's kind of cool. I guess all of the...
all is good.
All right, Anna said all is good. Oh, you got it cheaper because you... Oh, I see. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, stated. I'll let the missus know. All right, so let me read some of these other comments here because I want to get some other thought. Because I want to, after I read these comments, I'm going to go into Joe Biden. Excuse me. Read the Facebook message, bro. Oh, what is your thoughts on free healthcare, Tribe? Healthcare has always been free. I don't know what y'all people are talking about. The fact that you have to depend on the government to take care of your health, I don't know, dogs. Well, I don't know.
Let's not compare surgeries to your Jamaican herbal remedies.
These herbal remedies kept me looking young. I got no problem. I got all my teeth. I ain't got these.
But if you somehow in an alternate universe got like a tumor, and the tumor needed to be excised, you have to go get surgery. Surgery is not free.
Tumors do not come to you just by whim. Every action has a reaction, and
I clearly said in an alternate universe.
Yes, I know, and in an alternate universe, people in that alternate universe would have to answer that question. I'm in this universe, so I
keep it.
Yeah, I can't speak on other alternate universes. Whatever happens there, happens there. So, like, you want good health care, take care of yourself. That's why Empire Arcade, here's a plug now, supports active gaming with our Valkyries, and we want you guys to stay in shape by playing games like Ring Fit and stuff like that, and eating and keeping your health good by eating clean food and drinking clean water. That's your public service announcements, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you can't depend on these doctors to stay healthy, man. Like, this is crazy. Black women have the least chance of catching heart disease and breast cancer. But black women are dying from heart disease and breast cancer. Listen to that logic. We have the least chance of getting it, but we're dying from it. How? If we have the least chance of getting it. So because
having the least chance is not zero chance. Like, it would be one thing if you had the least chance, but you were dying more than anyone else.
The context of it is that more black people are dying from something that we have the least chance of getting. That doesn't make any sense. Like, we shouldn't be dying from something that
you didn't say that the first time.
No,
I said, how are we dying from something we have the least chance of getting? It was like,
I'm paraphrasing it, but the reason why I bring that up is because you have to ask yourself this question: what are we dying from? Why is the cancer? For instance, here's something I can't speak for America, but I'll speak on Jamaica. Did you guys know that here in Jamaica in the 1960s and the 70s, cancer was literally at 2% in Jamaica? It was rare for anyone to catch cancer. very rare. Did you know cancer's up 70% in Jamaica? How? Oh, did you guys know McDonald's is banned from Jamaica? You have to ask yourself these questions. How and why? How and why? And stop looking for some professor or student to give you the answer. We live in an age of information, man. We don't live in the age of slavery where the only people who have the answers are the people with the books. We live in the age of Google. You can look it up. Like Andrew Yang's statement is, make America think harder. Okay, Ghost says, hell yeah, I've been on lifestyle change because of the words Triforce said to me, and my health has taken a full 180. Well, that's because I talk to certain people, and there are people who come to me for health advice in the Discord, and I just tell them certain things, and literally in less than a week they'll be like, yo, what's going on with me, Triforce? I'm feeling better. And it's like, this is not rocket science, man. This is not voodoo. This is none of that. It's what you want to believe, man. It's what you want to believe. So
put down a Popeye's chicken, you be all right.
Exactly. You guys don't understand. First of all, some of these things ain't even food. They're food products. It's not actual food. Food grows. Food is not made in a lab. It grows.
Yeah, I look at a lot of these smashes, man. I'm like, yo.
Hill is food.
Like,
JP is food.
JP, you're stupid. I'm not reading your comment, JP. I'm not
All
reading your
of you
comment.
are edible.
So let me see something here. They're just gonna Yunk. Okay, I don't know. Mocats, what are you doing? Rewrite that, please. I can't even. UBI and Bernie-based policies is needed. UBI alone is not enough. Nothing is enough. I told you, Andrew Yang is not enough. Let's go to Joe Biden. Now, if Andrew Yang does not win, I hope let's say Andrew Yang doesn't win, I'm voting for Joe Biden. Because I want to try to convince Joe Biden to get Andrew Yang. Because Joe Biden can reverse the last. Bush was 9/11, right? Oh crap. Joe Biden can help reverse 20 years of America's reputation being taken a crap on. That would be his job. His job would be like, all right, Yang, I'm going to go and to take care of our foreign affairs. I have 4 years to clean up 20 years of war. I can't deal with the American people right now because I just can't deal with the American people. Number two, I'm really not that great with dealing with people. And one thing I like about Joe Biden, he's a straight talker. And a lot of people try to take a lot of things that Joe Biden say and take it out of context. And a lot of things are like, he's not perfect, but like the man speaks straight. And people be getting all bent out of shape about him speaking straight. Hold on. Ghost donates, he says, y'all the charm that fast food is so toxic, it's not meant to be in your system. F the McNuggets and all that stuff. Oh, but yeah. F the McNuggets. So I think Biden is strong and tough enough, and he has the foreign affairs experience to undo the cluster that these guys have literally put us in, while Andrew Yang can take care of the people. The reason why I prefer Andrew Yang to be the president and Joe Biden the vice president is because someone made the comment. If Joe Biden becomes the president, the UBI, I don't think it's going to make it. I just don't think the UBI will make it. If Andrew Yang becomes the president, the UBI has a better chance of making it, and Joe Biden can still do his job in the foreign affairs capacity. So that's why I prefer Andrew Yang over Joe Biden. But if Andrew Yang doesn't make it, then I'll take the Joe Biden Andrew Yang. But that's why I want Joe Biden. Now, Elizabeth Harris. Who's a lady? It's Elizabeth Warren. I said Elizabeth Harris. I'm sorry. It's Elizabeth Warren, correct? Anna. She left the room.
Yes, correct.
So it's Elizabeth Warren, right? Okay. Elizabeth Warren. Now, here's my stance on the whole situation with Elizabeth Warren and why I don't think Elizabeth Warren would make a good president. This is going to come off. People are going to take this out of context because we just live in this age of sensitivity where you can't objectively explain your stance on something. If you try to, people will just will go to war with you for no
Just
reason.
say it.
Well, no, I have to. You can't just do that in this day and age. You have to literally explain everything because people are just something else, right? One moment, guys. Let me deactivate that. Reactivate it. Can I get that screen back up? Thank you. All right. Like Bernie Sanders, both Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are too old. What I mean by old, I'm not talking about the age. I'm actually talking about image. That's what I'm actually talking about, image. We don't live in that world anymore where old, when a person is old, seniority looks like, when you look at a person, you see them old, you think veteranism, seniority, respect. We don't live in that age and that world anymore. And this is one of the main reasons why I wouldn't pick Joe Biden for president. Too old. Like, we need a young president. Or if the president's going to look old, if the president's old, they have to still at least have some appeal of looking young. Having a president that look like they're 1 foot in the casket in this day and age is a weakness that the great empire cannot afford to take. It just, with what's going on in this world right now, it just cannot. And that's my personal opinion. That's not a political opinion. A lot of people will say, oh, no, you're wrong about that. This is not the age of Ronald Reagan, where Ronald Reagan could take a bullet like a champ and rise up on it and then be like, you know, I saw like this thing with Ronald Reagan, and there was a lot, he was speaking at some rally, and he heard a loud pop. And he just looked up, and everyone's like, oh, and he's like, you missed. I was like, oh, that was too gangster for me. I was like, I'm Reagan, you get props off that, Reagan. My man said you missed, and it wasn't even a shot. It wasn't a shot. It's the fact that he said that, and then the crowd went crazy. Like, look up Ronald Reagan, you miss on YouTube. I was like, what? I said, okay. I said, yo, which gangster this guy think he is? But like, we don't live in that age anymore. We don't have those type of gangster presidents at that age. We have presidents that are more they're diplomatic. As you can see, Trump is trying to boss people, but like, the problem with Trump is that Trump is here and there. You're like, okay, Trump, pick. Like, what are you trying to do, dogs? Like, one moment he's here, one moment he's there, or whatever. And then, like I said, the thing with the Soleimani issue in Iran, he just really put himself in a real bad situation. United, we don't need any new mods. We're rarely going to be streaming on this channel anyway. Let me see what's up with no wonder cancer in Jamaica is so low. Y'all got free healthcare. Yeah, it's called go up to your nearest tree and pluck a fruit and vegetable off of it and eat it. We got medicine every day on tap all day, every day. But see, so my stance with Bernie, and well, I already said why I won't pick Bernie. So there was a time I was actually going to pick Bernie. Had Bernie been selected as president over Hillary Clinton, like, America wouldn't even be in the problems that it is right now. But they didn't. His own DNC rigged. My man's own party beat him. Like, that's crazy. That's wild. His own party rigged him. That's nuts. And nobody went to jail for it too. Open rig. They even caught them. Yeah. Oh, we caught you guys rigging. Not a single person went to prison. That's wild. My thing is that Joe Biden is too old for it. Number two, if Joe Biden gets in, we don't get I doubt we'll get the 12K. If Joe Biden can get in and say, all right, look, Yang, I want you as my running mate, and I'm gonna help you get the UBI in there. Joe Biden gets my vote. He gets the vote ASAP, off rip. He gets it. I'm like, all right, we in there. Well, I'll take those. But like, as it stands by itself, I'm not going to pick Joe Biden. And I know some of you guys thought that when you saw this thumbnail, this was going to be a stream that was going to knock Joe Biden. When actually, no, it wasn't. Because in my opinion, those are the only two candidates that I believe from the Democrat side that will do gamers good. Now, let's talk about this topic about Joe Biden and the whole games made to kill people. Now, when I first heard this comment and gamers was like, oh, I'm not voting for Joe Biden, I decided to look it up because, I just don't take people's word for things these days. People cut out the context. Nobody wants to sit down and just listen to the whole thing first before judging. Nope. We're just gonna attack off site. We're not even gonna ask any questions, no nothing. We're just gonna attack you off site just because. I know too much about that because of the fighting game community and Smash Brothers community. Dudes just make assumptions. In fact, I had an issue about that this morning. Like my team tweeted something and these guys just attacked me. Like, it was wild. And then when they got caught wrong, they was like, well, we're just going to go with that anyway because, of Triforce's proven track record in the past. I'm like, proven what? Nothing's been proven. If my track record is as what people say it is and it's been proven, I should be in prison. Like, I don't understand how I'm walking these streets. I don't understand how I enter the country. Like, and I visit America. I know I don't live in America no more, but I know I visited. So I don't understand what these dudes is talking about. So, but like, I understand what that means. So I said, let me give Joe the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna see what Joe says and whatever. So what Joe said was this: Joe was in a meeting with a billionaire video game exec, and Joe Biden was talking about the issue of how video games need to kind of tone that joint down. Now, I do not support Grand Theft Auto games. I do not support Call of Duty games and stuff like that. Yes, I know they're like, Triforce, you don't support. When I mean by I don't support it, I will not take my money and buy those games because I personally do not support the violence or the realistic violence being put into those games, and I'm mature enough to play them. But I will not take my money. I have the right to not take my money and not support those games. But at the same time, they have the right to creatively make those games and sell them to the audience that want to. So just because I don't like it doesn't mean it should not be for anyone else. What I don't like is what I don't like. That has nothing to do with other people. So if other people like Call of Duty, other people like Grand Theft Auto and those shooting, killing games are fine, that is fine. My wife likes Call of Duty. I do not. I'm not going to sit here and tell my wife, yo, I don't like Call of Duty because I'm your husband. You can't be playing it. What type of foolishness, backwards, Game of Thrones world dudes is living in. Like, we're not savages, and like, come on, man, we are barbarians. Like, listen, that's not for you, that's not for you, that's you. Like, it's like, so Triforce, what your religion? Don't worry about what my religion is. Yeah, but I'm this. I don't care what you are. That's you. You do you. Go over there and do you. But don't try to push that on me. So just because I don't like those games, I'm not going to push that on anyone. So Joe Biden was talking to the billionaire guy, whatever, and the billionaire exec says, well, we have the right up the freedom to express or whatever, and we are making games that are teaching kids how to kill people. That's what they said to Joe Biden. I was like, that's wild. The dude said that to Joe Biden. So Joe Biden said these game developer creeps. He wasn't calling gamers creeps. He was calling those game developers who think like that creeps. And I agree. Like, so you out here, you're making games to kill people, to teach people to kill people. I would call them worse than a creep. They're more than a creep. They're scumbags. I know Joe Biden got to watch what he has to say because he's a politician, but those guys are assholes. So I'm going to say it. I don't have to. I'm never running for anything in America. I'm not trying to get no bullets in my head. So I'm like, I don't have to watch my tongue. Those are some scumbags. And I'm sure Andrew Yang would agree with him. Like, yo, dogs, like, that's not funny. You don't say stuff like that. What type of nonsense is that you say? Like, come on, B. Like, all right, fine, you got your freedom to, express yourself, but like, yo, word, you think it's like that? See, stuff like that puts Joe Biden in a situation who's a family man, and he has a family who goes, if he did become president, he'd come after those developers. He want to stop the video game industry as a whole because he knows there's a lot of jobs behind it and all that other stuff. But best believe he'd be like, oh, so you think that's funny? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. If you want to make violent games and sell them joints in America, I'm going to put a tax on you, a hard tax. Hold that, stupid. Now the developers are forced to now charge more on the video games if they want to sell it to break even in profits. And then, like, yo, there's other ways these dudes can get at you. Like, don't be playing no games. How you want to say that? Like, Joe Biden's running for president, you won't say that? Like, what if he gets in? Like, what are you, stupid? There's a lot of boneheads out here, like they're mad dumb. Nobody thinks. Well, we live in that age where no one thinks, so that's just what it is. So whichever stupid Silicon exec said that, you're an idiot. You're a jackass. All you did was endanger your fellow colleagues who make violent games. Stupid. You better hope Joe Biden doesn't become president, because he's gonna remember that. Believe that. Politicians hold grudges. Believe that. Believe that they hold grudges. So you better hope. Because guess what's going to happen? Chances are you probably lose your position. Your board of directors said, nah, what you said was stupid, and you risked it. You put the whole entire company in jeopardy. You're off the board, dumbass. And then it's not funny no more. So, but anyway, so that's the context of Joe Biden. So for those who didn't know that, now that you guys know, I'm gonna need y'all to stop hating, because yeah, y'all just gonna need to stop hating. Real talk. Like, if you want to hate Joe Biden, find another reason, but that's not a reason. He's actually defending gamers. He just wasn't defending that scumbag who said that to him. Put that same tax on movies and TV. Mike Lowry, I'm all with that. I think all excessive violence and all excessive violent and sexual content, there should be a hard tax. Real talk. Why not unionize the industry? That's something else. I'm not getting into that. I don't want to get into that. Wait, when you mean unionize, you're talking about the gaming industry? For the gamers? Call of Duty doesn't cause psychological scarring or real life violence. Depends on who you ask, dogs. I'm like, I kind of agree with you. I'm like you ultimately make that choice, but everyone's different, man. Everyone's different. So you can't make broad stroke statements like that and think it goes across the board. You don't know what it does to people as a whole. You can say it doesn't do it for you, and that's all you can say. So while I agree, for me, video games doesn't scar me or do that type of stuff. I will say this: it kind of disturbs me. I personally don't like it, but it doesn't scar me. But like that's me and you. That's me and you. What am I doing? The separate teeth, sister. Oh, okay. Wait. So JS Gamer Boy 64 said, you were the one who brought up why not unionize the industry. So JP says, if I were president, I would tax you for every minute you stream late. JP, shut up. That's why you running for 2024, and I'll make sure I don't vote for you, stupid. Smash jumper. People misconceptions make it seem worse than what it is. Of course, all the time. Good guy, hello. I actually disagree. I feel like violence and nudity validates an extra tax on it because it doesn't generate more or less money, I think. I don't know. To be honest, just seems off. Well, that's a good point. To be very honest with you, it's neither here or there. Whether they tax them hard or not, I don't care. It's not my industry. I just don't care. I don't work for those guys, whatever. So that's an issue between the politicians who want to deal with that or whatever the case may be. So I actually kind of agree with your point, good guy, more than on my own point. Basil says, can we have a change of music, please? I could just stop the music. If the music was bothering you this whole time. Sorry about that. So Kisan, rated R movies can be displayed on TV, no problem, but rated M games have become the go-to for corrupting young minds. Who's that quote from? Is that you quoted that? So who's that a quote for? Triforce for president, done. Never. If I ever run for presidency, it will be somewhere in Africa. Never. You think I'm running the U.S.? I don't think you understand who runs the U.S. I don't think you understand who runs the U.S. No president can save the United States of America. The United States of America doesn't even belong to America. No president. Let me repeat this. No president can save the United States of America. I want you guys to understand that. Remember, Triforce said that. No president. All they can do is ease the suffering. And Andrew Yang looks like he has a solid plan of easing the suffering. I take that over nothing. Take that over nothing. You guys live in La La Land. It's kind of funny. You know what's that? Because Trump actually said it already. Trump actually said it already when he was going to make that strike that was going to kill 100 and 150 Iranians and stuff like that. He says, "Yo, there are war hawks that run this country." He literally, like Trump said it. Let me see something here. Okay, so before violent video games, it was music to corrupt the young minds. Yep, and you see what that did to the hood. If Triforce becomes president, everyone will literally die. Nah, yeah, you're funny. Bezos says, not bothering to be honest. Just a little variety would be nice for extended conversations. You made me turn off the music for nothing? Oh my God. All right, how about that? I just turned it down to 1. So it's barely noticeable in the background. There you go. So let's see what we some other comments here. Okay, the reason why they blame video games because the gaming industry don't give bribes to politicians. Chad, stop it. The feds will be at your door, B. Stop it. I don't like Fortnite, but it's a good example of shooting being represented as sport, not seamless violence. Good guy, Yellow. I find it really weird how small of a nation the United States actually is. Like some nations have been around for 600 years. The United States is not even 500 years old. It's not even a half a millennium old. It's a quote from various anti-video game lobbyists. Okay. All right. So, Anna, who's in the room with us right now? So I want to get some other people talking before I close this up. We've already put in an hour. I want to use the last half an hour and get everybody else's thoughts on this situation. Who's in this room with us?
You got Monkey, Garyon, Wes, JP, Trap Lord.
Trap Lord's in here? Okay.
So Hill is technically here, but he's definitely muted.
Oh, he missed the whole thing. I messaged him already, so that's unfortunate. Okay, so Anna.
We don't care about him.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay, so your thoughts. Who would you pick? And it doesn't have to be between Joe Biden and Andrew Yang, and why? And you have the floor to give your support, like your support for your candidate.
Well, I think it's also really important to talk about who I'm not going to pick and why. So I'm not picking Bernie, ever. His fan base, and it is a fan base by all regards, the Bernie bros are so toxic. And just literally everything that we've been talking about that is bad.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like, oh, but it's a different guy, so it's not the same. Like everything that I dislike about like Trump loyalists, I dislike about the Bernie bros, but people excuse it because it's Bernie and not Trump, and it's just stupid. He's too old in my opinion. He looks like he's gonna croak any day. His policies and what he wanted to do would have worked in 2016, but it's been several years now and things have changed and he has not changed with it.
Okay.
And he has not upgraded or progressed in any way.
Can you say
Warren
what would have worked in 2016 that doesn't work anymore?
Oh no, he's here. I'm glad you're here. You'll get your you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance.
I just want
get your
like
chance, though.
clarification.
No,
on what
you'll
you
get
said.
your
Just
chance.
Be
It's
more
okay.
specific.
You'll get your chance.
You'll
It's
get
okay.
your chance. You'll get your chance. I'm giving
Okay.
everyone the floor. All right, go on. Anna.
Warren is a good speaker at
Round
times,
one. Fight.
but the plans that she's proposed, she doesn't have concrete enough like data or
She also
planning
lied
put
about her
down.
ethnicity.
All right,
Can
Sahil,
you
come
guys
on.
shut up.
Sahil.
Jesus Christ.
Sahil, please.
Hold on, give me
You
a
will
second
get your
here.
chance, Sahil. Uh-oh, she's gonna mute him. All right, go on. Hold on, Sahil, because I want to hear your point too. So you will get your full floor. Don't worry about it. Go on, Anna.
Don't run it.
All right.
There's just not really enough substance there to feel secure with her.
Mm-hmm.
She has some very snazzy remarks. Like she's very quick to quip at people, which I think is really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Biden, I mean, I don't really feel like there's anything he's presented that is unique or intrinsically helpful, and I feel like a lot of the hype around him is just Obama nostalgia, because people want to, in a way, go back to a time before Trump, and the earliest possible time that is the time of Obama. Not that things were hugely better when Obama was president, but Joe is just kind of a symbol for that. And that's honestly one of the first things he said when he started running his campaign was, we're going to keep Obama's legacy alive, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, but we're not voting, like, Obama's not running, you're running, so I want to know about you.
Okay.
I really love Yang. I would definitely vote for Yang first. And, I mean, a second pick, if I had to take a second pick, it would probably be Warren. Just because between her, Biden, and Bernie, she has more laid out plans and she's more consistent than the other two. And she knows well enough to evolve and upgrade with this scene. Like, she's not too rigid in her thinking. She can mold herself well to appease the audience or, you know, do what becomes necessary at any given time. But I would prefer Yang for president.
Okay, so with that, so and I'm gonna ask everyone this question. Now, watch this, right? If the Democrats lose, who on the Republicans would you pick?
I honestly don't even know because I haven't been watching their debates, and I feel like I feel like a shit ton of them have dropped out, and it's almost just Trump at this point.
Okay.
Because a shit ton of them dropped out, like almost immediately, or said that they weren't running anymore.
All right. That doesn't mean you have to vote for them.
If a Republican becomes president, I'm leaving this country.
Oh
I'm
shit.
gone. It's gone.
But where you gonna go?
I can't handle it.
All right, so
6 feet under.
All right, so let's get. Oh, Billy, what's up? Billy Mitchell's in the building. Yo, Billy, who you voting for? Sahil. While we wait to see who Billy would vote for. Sahil. He left the room.
He said he'd be right back again.
Oh my god. All
Someone
right.
just tag him in Discord. He'll be back if you tag him.
All right, someone tag him because I want his stance. When he gets here, more Trump but reloaded. I used to be to like Warren. What did he say? Oh, hold on, I gotta pause this game.
Heather said that. He said, "Is that so?"
All right, Wes, you here? Wes, are you here? Billy says I don't share political perspectives. It just alienates people. Well, that's true, but not here. Like, because my thing is, if the Democrats lose, you know, this is gonna sound crazy. I won't vote for him.
There we go. Fucking remembers.
Oh, if the Democrats lose, I'm not gonna vote for him. But I prefer to Trump just finish what he started. That's my take on it. And when it was okay, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm just gonna finish the statement. And when it was Trump versus Hillary, I wanted Trump to win, and I'm proud to say that. I will let y'all know that.
Well, even Pauldron voted for Trump when it was Trump versus Hillary, and he really his only reasoning was, I just don't want Hillary to be president. Like, that's just a mistake.
People don't understand why it's a mistake. There's something she said that was like, no, you're finished. I'm like, oh hell no. When she said, if I become president, we will show Russia our military might. I was like, you must think you're talking to some person in the mountains or some shit like that with a towel on there. Like, you know who you're speaking to, right? You're trying to get us all murked. And that's not to say we should fear Putin, but like, you're not talking to some idiot.
But you should. But you should.
Now, first of all,
he's pretty much a dictator now. Like, if he wasn't before, he is now, because
the Russian government actually quit.
Literally quit.
Yes, and that makes Putin president for life until a new government comes in. But in the interim, until that new government's formed, Putin gets to rewrite the constitution of Russia. Oh, I was like, I was sitting back, I was like, this man's chess game. I was like, this man's chess game.
His chess. You do realize You
His
do realize that the
grandmaster
same
in
shit is
geopolitics.
happening
He
to
is
us,
a
right?
yo.
Because
You talk. This is
No.
Kasparov versus Blue. His chess game is ridiculous, me. His chess game is grandmaster level.
Listen, it's pretty much happening here too. You do realize that Trump has fired literally almost every single official in the government and
That
hasn't
doesn't mean
hired
he
anyone
can
else.
rewrite the Constitution.
Yeah, no, but like,
But he hasn't hired anyone else to check him. There's no one
but
else.
he
It's
may-
just him.
but he may be out of office soon. He may be out of office soon. He may be out of office. When I saw that online, I said, "Yo, my man Putin is a G. He may go down in history as one of the greatest gangsters of all time." B. I was like, "Yo." When I saw that, I said, I can't take it, man. I can't take this world. I can't take this world. I really can't take this world, man. I really can't take it.
He did
It's
it
too
like
much.
Hitler, but with way more class.
It's too much. It's too much. These guys are ridiculous, B. These guys are ridiculous. Let me see something here. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's you in the background, Sash? Okay. So, all right. But yeah, that's my take. If the only person who's going to be able to fix this from the Republican side is Trump. He's the only person who's going to be able to fix the situation. Any other?
Sahil.
Oh yes, Sahil, your turn now. All right, you get the floor. You get the full floor, Sahil.
I came in halfway through Anna's spiel. So what's the question I'm answering?
Okay, so here's a question, right? From the Democrat side, if you choose to vote Democrat, who would you pick and why?
He doesn't even live in America. How does this apply?
Because this is just a conversation
If I
between.
was
No. Hold on. Remember this. This is not about the American people. It's about gamers. Who would you support? So that's why it says the gamer's choice. I want to get gamer's choice. Obviously, he can't vote if it's not in America, but I want to know who he would pick as a gamer.
Okay, let me pull up the list of all the fucking people left in the race so I can explain why they're all shit.
Warren, Bernie, Biden, and Andrew. Andrew's up 8%.
And I think is
No.
Tulsi still in? I don't think Tulsi is still in.
No,
is
she's still in.
Didn't she
Yes,
say
she's
she?
still in.
Didn't she say she would take?
She
would
said
take.
that she would not be rerunning if she won, so this would be her only term.
So
Yeah,
what?
but
I'm pretty
not-
sure she's
she
still
hasn't
in the
dropped out yet. So
Oh, but what is this thing going on about her and Bernie? What's that about?
I have no idea.
There was a thing, I saw it on Press TV.
it's a rumor that she might become his VP, but she's still in the race. People can still vote for her in polls. is what
Okay.
I'm trying to say.
All right, cool. So thank you for the correction.
Okay, so we'll just start. Okay, so first to explain why Warren's shit and why I don't know why people think she's fucking good. So she's a pathological liar and a fucking narcissist. She literally lied and said she was Native Indian to accept awards on behalf of Native Indian communities' behalf, and then it came out that she literally it's like less than what it's like over 10 generations down the line she has 1%, and she literally just used that to accept awards. So just
But
off
how
of
is that lying?
Anna, to be fair, let's give him the floor.
No, it is lying because even if you are the slightest bit Native Indian, you're just a fucking white establishment shill bitch.
What? Wait, whoa.
Whoa,
Why do we have to go there?
You're a white establishment shill, and I'll hold the last part.
Okay.
Whatever. But that alone in its character shows enough of what kind of person you are, that it's just an optics move of saying you're Native American to seem more progressive and more inclusive or whatever the hell, right? When I've watched all the debates, and when I hear her talk, she's pretty much just a bot, she's like.
You're gonna call her a bot? Were you gonna call her a bot?
No, not a bot. She's pretty much a Bernie light. She's pretty much like a Bernie light with a little bit of Biden. She's more like establishment than Bernie. So that's why she's a little bit like Biden, but she pretty much just takes a lot of Bernie's talking points. But when people actually question her on how her tax plan works, like her wealth tax, and it gets dismantled, she just says you're wrong. Like she has one of the worst fucking tax strategies of anybody if you actually look at what her plan is, because what she tried has been tried in many other European countries, and every single one of them within 4 years it was all fucking repealed because it didn't project the amount of revenue people were expecting, because surprise, the wealth tax is inherently flawed. So yeah, Warren is terrible, and if you vote for her, you're terrible.
I need you to breathe more while you speak so you don't like hard swallow in between sentences.
Next, so Buttigieg, okay? So Buttigieg is, his politics aside, he would be autistic to vote for, because even if you liked what he said, he doesn't have any of the black vote. And if you literally have a 2% approval rating among black voters, then even if all the other Democrats vote for you, all of Trump's supporters plus the black vote, which is either gonna not vote or vote Trump, will make it so Trump is just gonna win. So you, off of that alone, you don't vote for Buttigieg. But he's also just a fucking shill that's in the pockets of millionaires because of that whole wine cave scandal. Like, you have people doing like I can understand having like fundraising events, right? But and you know, like maybe it costs like $100 a ticket or something, and you have like dinner or some kind of live entertainment or whatever it may be, right? But Buttigieg, like all of his campaign fundraising money literally just comes from millionaires. He actually had an issue with the last two debates where it was closer to the end where he actually got the donor threshold in terms of how many unique donors he needs to actually get on the debate stage, because he has so few donors. He just has a lot of money because the few that he has are just billionaires. So if he gets into office, he's just gonna fucking pass whatever his billionaire friends who funded his campaigns are gonna do, which is why he's having freaking fundraising events in the wine cave where a fucking dinner plate costs over like $1,000. So like they're Buttigieg trash.
Is that actually how you say his name?
Yes.
Go on.
Yeah. Let's see. I want to say Bernie and Biden for last. Oh yeah. Fucking Klobuchar. Okay. So I don't even know why Klobuchar is still on.
Fucking
stage.
who?
Anna, are you even following the fucking? You're clear. You know, I
Dude,
find it crazy that I'm actually.
I have
following
worked
this election.
so much overtime in the past 2 months.
No, but
that
if you watch
literally-
any of the debates, you would know
No.
Klobuchar.
I'll tell you how I've been watching the debates. I've been watching the debates by when I go up to do floors to get patients to sign forms. They have the little TVs in front of their beds, and I'll stand there watching the debates on their little TVs while I get them to sign forms, and that's how I've been watching the debates. So
Alright.
I get snippets.
Okay, well, I'm assuming then most people here don't know who Klobuchar is, in which case it's not that important. She's pretty much, listen, if Warren is Bernie light, then, like, Klobuchar is Warren light. She just looks like another, like, middle-aged housewife
I have to look this up.
that somehow, like, wandered onto the debate stage.
What
How do you
the
spell her?
hell?
She's doing pretty shit in polls. Like, she's pulling at like 4% on average or something. But she's what's it called? I feel like she has, like, for some reason, like the Democrat like establishment people like in the news and stuff really like her for some reason, because the New York Times put out their endorsement like 3 days ago. But they, like, for the first time like ever, they endorsed two people for some reason. They endorsed both Warren and Klobuchar, and I have no idea why, except for I feel like they just wanted to look more progressive by voting for the two women. But yeah, she is also like just a waste of a vote. So moving on, because there's not much to say about her. I don't know why she's still there.
I didn't even know she existed.
Castro's out.
Harris is out. O'Rourke is out. That one black guy's out.
1 second, let me check.
I don't want to waste too much time on this because Like my main thing was as a gamer, but you're going through the entire list of these people, but we're
No,
not even talking
I'm going
about
through
that.
like the top 8. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine. I'll just go to Biden and Bernie or whatever.
All right.
Okay, so Biden and Bernie are left. Okay, so for Bernie,
All right.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Like, if it's Trump versus Bernie, you should vote for Bernie. I just don't think he's. I mean, there's not much I have to say about him. I feel like he's not gonna get in again because like the same thing that happened with him in 2016, where they just rigged a primary so Hillary could get in because they liked Hillary, is happening again now because you just have Warren and Hillary for some reason saying that Bernie Sanders of all people, literally like the ultra fucking socialist, is a sexist randomly.
That's kind of random.
Yeah, that's really weird. Like he's the last person. Just if you know who Sanders is, you could convince people that he's sexist. But sure, he's probably not gonna make it just because they're like the media is stacked against him, kind of like they are with Yang, just on a smaller scale.
You didn't go over Yang, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I just making sure. Go on.
Yeah. But if it is Trump versus Bernie and like whoever is VP, I'll put it this way, okay? If it's Bernie versus Trump, regardless of who the VP on the ticket is, probably just go with Bernie. For Biden, because now there's just Biden and Yang. I think that Biden is just super also like corporate establishment shill. Like not necessarily a shill, but my thing is that like if you look at all the freaking people who are still running, they're all like in their late 50s at like the youngest, except for Yang, or like 60s or like pushing 70 like Sanders, right? All these people, like in terms of their freaking like politics and the policies they fight on and like the issues that are concerning them, like the entire Democratic Party is still stuck in like the freaking 1960s. Like it's the same talking points repeated over and over again, and Biden is like the definition of that. Like, has Biden said anything unique this campaign cycle that hasn't been said on like every single like DNC stage for the last 50 years? No, he's literally a career politician, so he's just repeating the same shit over and over again. And if he gets elected, it's just gonna be rewind the clock to Obama's second term where not much gets done, because Biden, without Yang as his VP, is most likely gonna be a Biden winning in a minority government, which is gonna be the same thing as Obama's second term, where it was a minority government, so he couldn't get shit done. So while Trump will have, gotten out of office, they won't get much done because the GOP is still gonna block them. But that changes if Yang runs as his VP, right? And now getting to Yang, obviously at the end. So Yang is like my favorite. I'm sure most people here are watching their favorite candidate.
I have 12,000 reasons why. Well, go on.
I have a lot of reasons why too. Like you could obviously UBI is like his like headline.
That's the only thing he needs. that's all he needs.
Listen, that's all he needs. But as a president, if all you know about is UBI and like the tax plan, there's a lot of other things you need to know as president, right? And if
that's what he needs Biden for. That's what Biden's job is for. But go on. No, I'm sorry. I should have gotten. I'm interrupting you. Go on.
Yeah, that's fine. So there's plenty of things on his website outside of UBI where he has like really good proposals. Another one, which is like kind of like a mini version of UBI that he wants to pass, is something where every single election cycle to stop lobbyists, because right now you can pretty much, as the best example I can say right now of how people are literally buying their way into the election. Do you guys know who Michael Bloomberg is?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, he's running
Yes.
in the. Yeah,
He wasn't
he's
fucking here 2 weeks ago. Now he is.
Yeah. Well, it was about a month ago, right? He's literally spending. If you look at ad spending, he's spending more money on TV ads for his election than all the other candidates combined. All right, he's spending in a ridiculous amount on TV ads. So much so that I'm checking right now, and nationally, Bloomberg is polling at 7.6%. Just as a guy with a lot of money, he has 7.6% of the voting, and that's more than Yang right now at 4%.
No, Yang is at 8.
Yang is at 8 in one poll.
Okay.
That the Emerson poll. He's at 8 on one poll, right? But nationally, keep in mind that nationally isn't that important because that also includes a lot of the Republican states where Yang obviously isn't showing up at all, right? You have to look at state polls for a better idea. But nationally, Bloomberg is ahead of Yang because of money. So one of the proposals Yang has is like pretty much freedom dollars, where during the election cycle, everybody gets $100, but you're only able to spend it on donating to a political campaign. And if everybody has that, then people like outnumber lobbyists and people with a lot of money, like 10 to 1 pretty much. So like people having a lot of money, it's pretty much completely mitigated because the amount of people with $100 like dwarfs the amount of money that any one person can just put in by the millions.
It will literally force you to get the people's vote. The true lobbyists will now become the people.
Pretty much. That's pretty much what it is.
Which that's ridiculous that Andrew Yang even thought of that. And I don't mean ridiculous in a negative way. I mean ridiculous in a positive way.
Yeah, it's a really good thing, right? And his VAT tax on luxury goods is pretty much the best way of having a tax plan. He actually had an endorsement a couple of weeks ago. The head of like Harvard's economics, the head of Harvard's like economic board, I guess, like the people who teach like those classes and stuff, who was also a registered Republican, who like he's an old guy, but so like for 20 years he used to be a Republican, and he would actually give consultations to various like previous presidencies, like conservative parties, about their tax plan and stuff whenever they were in power. He actually endorsed Yang, right? So the whole UBI and like his plan for the economy is actually used to be a Republican thing with Nixon, because Nixon also almost passed UBI when he was president. So
but was this on his way out? Or was this when he started?
It was before Watergate. It was closer to when he started.
Okay.
It got through the House. It got struck down in the Senate. So it was actually pretty popular even then. So it's a bipartisan thing. He's also like probably the most genuine candidate. Everybody else, I'm just convinced, has people that once they get into power, they're going to bend to. But because Yang was literally just a random guy before he got in, right? Obviously, once he gets into like the presidency, he's gonna have people trying to push special interests on him. But he doesn't have a relation with any of these people. Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any they never helped him prior. So even if he was somebody that would help out somebody who helped out him, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing, he doesn't have any pre-established relations with these people who might try to get certain things passed. So he's literally going to do what he set out to do, and he's picking his cabinet. And I think Yang is probably gonna be the most knowledgeable about how he picks his cabinet. Like people say, oh, he's never been in office before, and he doesn't have any, what's it called?
Foreign affairs?
In foreign affairs.
But that's what Joe Biden's for.
You could run with Biden, that's fine.
No, I'm telling you right now, Joe Biden's the only one that can undo the cluster that we're in when it comes to the foreign affairs. This shit that we have been in for the last 20 years, Joe Biden It doesn't matter who gets picked for president. He's the only one that can get us out of this cluster. I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm not saying Biden would be terrible, but what I'm saying is the VP isn't the one who is the main guy who handles foreign affairs.
No, but what
that's
I'm, but no, that's
Secretary of.
Yes.
That's the generals and the people in the military.
But you put you would put Biden. Okay, if Andrew
Biden
is
like the VP is more of an advisor than anything. That's the VP's role.
And guess what? Guess what? Yang is gonna need when he's in office, an advisor he can trust.
I know that, but I'm saying that's not the only person, because all I'm trying to say is I'm not saying Biden would be bad, but I'm saying he wouldn't be mandatory, because there's still every other part of office, because your cabinet is like 40 people in literally every single section of government that you need, from homeland security to international affairs to healthcare to agriculture to crops to like everything, right? You have a person for every single thing that's obviously been doing this their entire life, right? So Biden would be an asset in that regard, yes, but it's not like without Biden he would be a fool, because he's still going to be getting
there's other people who can do the job. Yes, we get that.
Been doing this. That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
The main thing that with Yang is obviously, like right now, it's 10 days before like the Iowa caucus starts, and Iowa, New Hampshire, like the early states that matter the most. So we'll see what happens with that.
Andrew's been in Iowa. Shout out to International Video Game Hall of Fame. Shout out to in Iowa, video game capital of the world. But he's been there. He's been there.
In Iowa all the time. Iowa or New Hampshire is where he's been campaigning the most. So he's probably gonna get a decent amount of delegates over there. And right now the campaign is kind of spiking again in terms of the polls. He keeps on going up and up. So these next like 3 weeks are pretty much gonna say how it's gonna go for the Yang campaign going into February voting.
Yes.
And it'll pretty much let us know how this is gonna play out. But even if he doesn't get the nomination, which realistically is a possibility, even if he doesn't,
Wait, when you say realistically he doesn't, or really were you saying that there's an actual chance he can get the nomination?
No, there's a chance he can, but it's also realistic that he doesn't.
Yeah, this is true.
I'd say it's like, in my head, it's like 70-30. With 70% he doesn't, 30% chance he does. It's like a long shot, but
you do know next month is, right?
Yeah.
Next month is Black History.
Black History Month, and Super Tuesday is on Black History Month.
Exactly. So guess what? It's time for black people. All y'all complaining, y'all need to get your asses up, head to and start voting for Yang. Real Reynolds, real spit. If we can't get anybody to vote for Yang, the Wu-Tang Clan is right there. Now let me stop.
The thing with black people in America is that I don't understand why any black person who knows who Yang is
would not vote for him. That's wild.
But there's some people who like don't know, or like, yeah, I heard the Yang guy, but I don't know. I think I might just go with Biden. I'm like, dude, this guy just wants to give you $1,000 a month. Like, stop thinking. Just
for once. In fact, why all of a sudden you want to think now? Like, of all this time, you want to use your brain. No, for this moment, don't think. Like, just don't think. It hurts you. It literally will hurt you. Don't think.
Actually, this part, overthinking this is actually gonna make it worse. Just don't. It's not that deep. Just vote Yang.
That's it. That deep. Very easy.
But what I was trying to say is, even if he doesn't get the nomination, him as the VP for anybody is also a free ticket to beat Trump.
What am I doing? I just killed myself. Wait. You said him as a free ticket to beating Trump?
I said that if he doesn't win the nomination. If whoever wins the nomination picks Yang as your VP, that's also a free ticket to winning.
Yeah, because you do know that, like, this is why I said if the Democrats don't win, right? I can't believe I just killed myself. If the Democrats don't win, this is a question I wanted to ask you. Who do you think is going to win on the Republican side? I just say Trump's. This is free. You do know that, like, Trump will...
This is what I want to happen, okay? Everybody who's listening, either Yang as president with anybody as VP, I don't care who, vote Yang. All right. Anybody as the president with
Yang as VP.
VP, vote Democrat, or, and this is just me personally, I feel like Bernie plus anybody, just vote Bernie, right? As like it's, and that's not ideal, but that's also like I still think Bernie plus whoever is still slightly better than Trump. But if it's not any of those three combinations, like if it's Biden plus some random person like Biden Hillary, or fucking like Warren anybody, or Buttigieg anybody, or like God forbid Bloomberg anybody, just vote Trump. Just vote Trump if it's not like one of those three. Like Warren, fuck no.
Or you can always buy your ticket to your nearest Caribbean and African island and get them out of Dodge. Because it's not, those are your options. It's very simple. If Yang is not in the White House in any capacity, that's just Trump. That's not discussion. It's just Trump. Nobody. This is the funniest part. People think Bernie Sanders can actually beat Trump. He can't. Yeah, I'm like, y'all do understand Bernie cannot beat Trump. You dudes be sleeping on Trump like Trump's an idiot.
I think Bernie can beat Trump.
No, he can't. The chance for
he lost his chance.
He lost his chance. His own DNC robbed him.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think Bernie will be elected because the DNC is going to stop him from being a nominee. But
no,
Trump's
if Bernie becomes the Democratic national nominee, he becomes a nominee, and don't pick Yang, game free. That's free Trump. Free. That's literally a 10-0 matchup.
I disagree.
Y'all think? Listen, you gotta understand something about Trump.
No, it's Trump's. It's Trump's. Here's the thing. Listen, I don't agree with a lot of what Bernie says, but Trump's. Listen, you want to know why Trump won? Trump won because Hillary was the most unlikable, fucking something I can't say on stream right now in existence. Okay, and that's why Trump won because Democrats picked somebody unlikable. Right now, Trump's approval rating is even lower now than when he was running for office in 2016. His approval rate is like 43% or something, and that's among already Republican voters. Most Democrats are already gonna.
It's really funny because he keeps tweeting that his approval rating is like 95, and it's not.
Most people are not gonna vote Trump no matter what, right? Listen. Say what you want about Bernie's politics, a lot of which I disagree with. He's likable.
Okay.
As just as a guy when he's running and campaigning and talking, he's a likable dude in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So just off of the fact that he's not easy to hate on, outside of his politics, which realistically most Americans are too stupid to even understand, they're just gonna vote Bernie.
I actually can't even argue with you on that. I actually can't argue with you on that. I see where you're coming from. They're just gonna go with because Trump has already nixed on some of the things that he has actually promised the country and whatnot. And like I said, people don't understand it. No one wants war, and that move that he pulled on Iran, bad timing. If you was gonna do that, that should have been year one. That should have been year one. If you wanted
about to get murked right there for that shit.
You gonna do a move like that?
I'm mad no one took up that bounty.
Like that was a year one move. You don't do that. You don't do that in the year of re-election. But I like I said, I'm telling you, somebody told you Trump.
Well, why not? He wanted to follow his predecessors. He wanted to do what Clinton did, what Reagan did,
what he accused Obama of doing. He was like,
war, win the re-election.
Yeah, he's like Obama is gonna start a war so that he can be reelected, and it's like I kind of find that funny that
with Iran,
with Iran, and then he does exactly what he accused Obama of doing. That was like, damn, Trump, you gotta kind of got caught there on that one. That's like bad business.
I'm just gonna end it with this, okay?
All right.
All Democrats have to do is nominate a candidate that is hard to hate. That's it. You don't have to love them. You just have to not hate them. That's literally all they need to do.
Then the only option here is Yang.
That's the best option, yes.
That's the best option. You pick Yang, that's it. Republicans lose. They cannot beat Yang. And this is what I'm trying to...
I'm just trying to imagine right now a debate between Yang and Trump. Imagine how fucking decimated Trump gets.
No, the reason why Trump will get decimated because Trump will use hate. And that's why he will lose. Yang will just sit there. Have you ever seen Yang talk to somebody who's talking down to him? Have you seen Yang's interviews? I've seen a lot of rough interviews that they put Yang in, even for some black interviews. They be sitting there and they be saying some things. I be even looking at them like, you see, this is why you don't put black people into certain things. I be saying that to myself. And like Yang would just look at them and goes, and he just stick to the talking point. He doesn't get personal. He doesn't. And that would kill Trump.
You know why those black interviews are talking to people like that? Because in their head they're like, okay, I got to where I am by kissing ass. I just gotta keep on kissing ass. So they want me to shit on Andrew Yang. Okay, I'm just gonna shit on him. He's trying to help us.
And the sad part is that, yeah, he's literally trying to help them. The UBI bill helps us as a people more than anybody else in the nation. This part I don't understand why black people are even second guessing. Like, there's nothing to talk about here. Every other presidential candidate's policies will not help black people. It won't. It never has, and it never will. That's not even an opinion. That's a fact. Yeah, but Andrew Yang, 12 grand will help us. It will. You can sit there and chalk it up to something. 12 grand will help us. Stop it. Just, you know it will. Sorry, honey. Sorry. So, what I want you guys to do, I'm going to end this because, yep, we went over the mark. We were supposed to end this.
Thing is, I kind of wonder what the policies is going to be for that UBI.
Okay. All right. See, this is what I was talking about. The overthinking.
Bruh.
All right. No, wait. No, I got this.
Do you?
Wait, I got this. If a check comes in your mail and it says 12 grand. No, let me start this over. When you pick up your check from your job, do you wonder about the corporate bylines and policies of your company as to how you got that check?
I mean,
it's
yeah,
a simple. It's a simple yes
say no,
or no.
You don't.
It's a simple yes or no question. Do you wonder about the corporate policies of the company you work for and how your check was produced to you?
Well, no.
Oh, full stop. Let us move on. Now, everyone, listen. I need you all to go to Andrew Yang's website. Go to Andrew Yang's Twitter and give him your support. In fact, I got a mail from Andrew Yang. For those who don't know, Andrew Yang, Empire Arcadia, the community, not the organization, obviously. We've actually raised money to help donate money to Andrew Yang. I think the total donations that was raised right now is about like $15 or $20. I'm going to donate that money to Andrew Yang's campaign on the EMP like I did the other time because Yang needs the money. So I need you guys, for those who don't know about Andrew Yang, you have to think of this. Your $5, your $10, your $20, your whatever money, these donations that you're giving to Andrew Yang so he can get the money for his campaign, think of it as an actual investment. You are putting in $10 to try to get back $12K. Now that is the best gamble. Those are pretty good return on the investment. It's a real good. You can't get those odds at Vegas. So I'm letting you guys know right now. All my peoples out there, I know y'all trying to get that next spark up on the block. It's just $5. I know you could go one night.
What also helps, Yang, if you guys can't donate, phone bank. Call people in Iowa and New Hampshire.
Exactly.
Phone bank or call on his behalf.
Convert your friends and family. Yang your family.
Convert your Yangs and family. Because here, I 100% agree with my colleagues here in EMP because I'm going to tell you guys this right now. If Yang does not win, Trump
We
is
die.
going to. No, we don't gonna die.
We
Trump's
die.
gonna win. Trump's gonna win. That's it. Because Sahil said, the Democrats are gonna screw Bernie again, and then that's it. Game. Democrats are gonna cannibalize themselves like the Smash Brothers community. So like, there's no way.
That's actually what went on 2016. That's crazy.
They're gonna cannibalize them. They're gonna cannibalize them. They're gonna kill themselves like idiots. So this, I'm not saying anything that's out of case. Yang doesn't win. Kiss your ass goodbye. And for all my people in the hood, you're all finished. Like it's 4 more years of whatever you're dealing with right now. Believe that. So yeah. So I'm like, you could throw away $12K. You know that's $48,000 in 4 years, right? You could throw all that away and vote for somebody that's not going to do anything for black people, because nothing gets done for us. But so if Yang may not be able to write policies to help us in our caucus constituents or whatever, but 12 grand will help. I'll take that versus nothing. So yeah. Anyway, you can also share this video to your friends, guys, if you guys get into any politics talks, and keep this. Oh, I didn't make the fine point. Let me make the fine point. The fine point on this whole thing is that the $12,000 for gamers. I'm speaking directly for gamers now. Listen, you've all been looking for sponsors. I know y'all been looking for Capcom, Sega, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, all these little bougie small esports organizations talking about they're going to fly you out to this tournament, fly you out to that tournament, give you a t-shirt, give you a hotel room, give you a per diem, give you all of that. Here is your opportunity of your own independence. 4 years of Andrew Yang's UBI sponsoring you for esports. Everyone gets it. Free. You get it. You don't have to turn on your stream. You don't have to get YouTube impressions and Twitch impressions. You ain't gotta sell no products. You don't have to do commission, nothing. You don't have to put on a t-shirt. No, you get a check. The $1,000 a month says, this is your next tournament you're going to. Your next video game system you get. Everything. This helps the economy. This helps the esports infrastructure. Everything. This is what, for the gamers, this is what 12 grand gets you. If you are a gamer and you are not voting, well, if you're a poor gamer and you are not voting for Andrew Yang, find your nearest highway, stand in it, and don't leave until you get hit. Okay? Because this is stupid. There's no reason why you should not be voting for Andrew Yang. Is if you're a middle class or a poor gamer. You should be voting for him because this is the capital that you will need to help kickstart your career as an esports player, as an esports organization, start up your own team. Crap. After 3 months, you can buy yourself a supercomputer so you can become a YouTuber, a content creator. It can help you in so many things, especially in the technological world. That's 12 grand a year you're going to throw away. Now you say, yeah, but we want to know what's best for the country. You know what's best for the country? 4 years of no war and us having money. Like, let's just try it. Like, we don't have to vote for Andrew Yang the next 4 years. But let's get this. Well, that's true because we would like to get that another 50,000. Let's just try to get this bag for 4 years, right? Let's see how it works. If it doesn't work, we gave it a try. Then it doesn't matter who becomes president in 2024. Who cares after that? But let's get the bag. It's like playing a video game. The object is to get that bag or the highest
get the
score.
Bag so that if it sucks at the end and some shithead gets made president the next 4 years, you can just leave because you have the bag.
There you go. Oh my God, there you go. America wants to start World War III. You got 40K. You can move to Cameroon or Ghana or come down here to Jamaica. $50,000. That's like $50,000 is what down here? That's like
a lot of property that you can buy.
That's like 80 million Jamaican dollars down here. Yeah, that's 80 million.
We'd be balling.
Yeah, you'd be gods down here. Yeah, we actually get a G5. We'd actually have a G5. So
let's get the G5.
So
G5, let's go.
But also,
never in my life have I realized that this can be a reality where this nigga actually gets a G5.
Bro,
can anyone hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Who's that? Who's that talking? We can
Me?
hear you. Who's that talking? Someone says,
That's me. Sorry.
Hello?
I
Oh, it's a Robin.
Oh, all right.
okay. But also this too, for everyone. Regardless who wins the election, everyone needs to have a more, I would say, sizable knowledge and information on world economics. That's it.
Yes, that's true. But I was explaining to people, if they can print 17 trillion for infinite wars for the last 20 years, I'm sure they can spot us 2 trillion for 4 years of peace. I don't see the problem.
True.
They could spot the military industrial
Of
complex 17 trillion for war. Oh, and bail out the world banks. But you can't spot the people 2 trillion for 4 years? Nah, B, I ain't with it.
Damn,
and
bro.
They can cap the current military spending budget at like $700 billion, but they can't spend the $48 billion to end homelessness in the entire country.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That just doesn't make any sense anymore. That doesn't even rock anymore.
We can't relocate people for like a couple of months so we can fix Flint's water problem so people will stop drinking water filled with like lead and shit.
Because it costs too much money.
Babies with deformity.
But we can create S-400 missiles and sell it to other countries.
Agreed to donate them the money so they could do it, but whatever.
Which is true. But part of what I was saying is, for example, people who are anti-Trump, you can literally go online, because remember, regardless of politics, even if there's no type of government that exists within our world, resources and economics still exist. Even without the idea of money, the idea of maintaining resources exists. You can go online and search up what businesses Trump has investment in, stock and ownership in, and people who are essentially both political and economical allies of Trump. You can literally go online and choose not to invest and buy things from those companies. The biggest thing that people don't understand is that regardless of who gets in power, if you do not attack the money at a basic level, nothing is going to change.
But see, and Sub Robin, I agree with you, but the problem is this: a person is smart, people are stupid. So because of that paradigm, nothing ever will change. Nothing is going to change. In my opinion, I'm not speaking for Andrew Yang when I say this. In my opinion, the best thing Andrew Yang could have ever done was use our greed to save us. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Of course.
Because we will never save ourselves unless it's in our best interests.
That 12K is not gonna do shit for me, man.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be the. Ori, if you don't. Because I'm the only American. I'm the only person in my family, so my mom's gonna take a piece of it. My dad's gonna take a piece of it.
You don't understand. You don't understand how this works.
You're not getting it. Everyone gets their own, dude.
Your mother gets her own 12 grand too, and your father.
I thought it was only for American citizens. Oh shit! Okay.
Every single person in America that's over the age of 18. If you're in a house of 5, and everyone in that house is an American citizen, and they're 8, and they're all over 18.
Citizen. His parents aren't citizens. He said.
No. My parents are residents.
They're residents, not citizens.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're the only one.
Are they legal residents?
Well, first of all, why would you even mention that, dogs? We in the age of ice, speed. I don't understand you, dogs. That didn't make any sense, B.
No,
we out here.
Okay, so my point is if they're living here in the States, I don't think it matters.
So you mean to tell me that if I donate it to you, you're gonna give it to Yang?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, we support Yang.
Oh, nigga, what is
that's fine.
Danny, you literally already said this in the YouTube chat like 20 minutes ago. Why the fuck did you come in here just to repeat it? Go away. No one likes you.
No. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna everybody has a right. Oh, let me turn Danny up because I can't even hear him. Everyone has a right to speak them their piece. Spanish Inquisition. Why do you have that as a name? Like
Because
that's
he wanted to make himself the conquistador.
he's claiming the
Wanted to
mantle of
claim-
being a Spaniard, so he wants.
He's claimed the mantle of being a
Spanish,
colonizer.
but We're getting sidetracked. All right.
Conquistador.
Yeah.
I like the way Phil
So
said that.
retarded, yo.
Phil said again.
Please get back to the topic at hand.
Conquistador.
What's
Yeah.
the topic?
No, I know. I was ending the topic. I was just trying to tell everyone, please go out and support Yang. If not, might as well just vote for Trump. Just letting y'all know, real talk.
Now you might as well vote for Trump. Protect our borders. Protect our sovereignty. And all that other shit.
Sovereignty from who?
From
You know
who?
what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't.
I don't think.
I don't. I don't. Please tell me who are
Why
we?
is the
Yo, your
echoing
echo.
so
Fix
bad?
that echo before anything.
Someone has him on speaker.
That's
Zero.
good. It's all good. It was Zero. He muted
Oh.
himself.
Zero, I'm coming.
What you were saying, Danny?
Yeah. So what you were saying?
Yeah, protect our borders, protect our sovereignty, protect our national pride, and stop the globalist agenda from destroying every fabric of American society.
Can you please just?
Nigga, I want money, bro. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Fuck this country, nigga. I don't want money. Fuck that. Like, what you mean national pride, nigga? What the fuck?
All right.
Nigga, what?
See, this is crazy.
You
'cause
forgot he's a
if-
Spaniard.
if-
He's got that.
If Andrew
colonizer
Yang,
pride.
if Andrew Yang actually listen, I'm gonna have to cut this part out into the edited version. If he's listening, he's like, you know something? The way these guys talk, I think this 12 grand is a mistake. All right, guys.
no.
It's going into precious hands. It's all good.
Anyway, big shout outs to Andrew Yang. I hope you become president. Andrew, if you're listening to this, if you actually don't listen to him, Andrew. If you do become president, please pick Joe Biden as your vice president. He has the experience and he'll help you out of this foreign affairs nonsense that the last 20 years of nonsense has put America in
Maybe
some
you can
garbage.
Stop playing with whipped cream with other men on top of that.
Hey, yo, bro.
And on that
Yo.
note, we're gonna end. So hey guys,
Hey, yo.
anybody if
There's
you
nothing to end it on like he did. He had a can of whipped cream, and it was hilarious.
No, it was not hilarious.
Anyway, hold on, because I got. Let me end the stream now. I'm going to be going over to Empress Now's Twitter, YouTube page in 1 hour. I'm going to do my 1.5 hour news night where we can be a little bit more. What's the word for this?
Bro.
If liberals the world, we could be a little bit more real about this scenario of you guys. What? So I'll see you guys in an hour. I see the rest of you guys in the Discord. Let me take a look at the YouTube chat before we out of here. Let me see. Ryan says, but all signs and polls have Biden way above other candidates of people of color. Big part of it is because a lot of people just go with what they already know. This is sad. Our house in the middle of our streets. All right. Okay, guys. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for joining us. Hang around. We'll have more tonight as we watch World News and just play some games. I'll probably even run Smash Brothers for you guys. Okay. See y'all guys in a bit.